this is chapter number 2nd, and the video is for class 9th. So in this chapter we will be discussing, does all the matter which are found in our surrounding or around us are pure or impure. Okay. Normally we see different type of things. If we see carefully, we will find that few substances are consist of same type of substances or things. A few are mixture or made up of different things. For example, if we take example of milk. Milk is actually a mixture of water, fat, protein, etc. But normally when we see it, it looks like it's only a pure substances. Okay, but it is a mixture. So we will discuss about two terms basically, the pure substances and then mixture. Okay students? Okay. So matter can be classified into two types. First one pure substance and second one is mixture. Okay. Pure substances and mixtures, what are the difference? We will discuss. Mixture means when any matter is consist of more than one kind of pure form of matter or substances, we will call them as the mixture. Okay. For example, as I told you that milk is a mixture of fats and protein, understood, and even water also. In the similar manner, pure substance. What a pure substance? A substance which is constituted by one kind of pure form of substance. That means if we take an example of sugar, it is consist of only what? One type of substances or one type of matter. So we will say it is a pure substances. Clear students? So if only one type of substance will present to form a particular matter, we will say it is a pure substance. If more than one kind of pure form of matter is present, we will say it is a mixture. Clear students? Okay. Now further classification of matter. First we classify matter as pure substance and mixture. Understood? Then we again classify the pure substances into elements and compounds. Understood? Then mixture will be classified as homogeneous and heterogeneous. Clear students? Okay. So mixture is of two types, that is homogeneous and heterogeneous. Clear students? Okay. So according to the definition which is been given here in your book about the mixture, mixture means when any substances which is constituted or which is made up of more than one kind of pure form of matter, which is known as a mixture. Understood? And these substances cannot be separated into other kinds of matter by any physical process. Understood? For example, we know that sodium chloride, which we normally say as a common salt, cannot be separated by the physical process, but we need to use the process of evaporation, then only it can be separated out. And the mixture can be of two types depending upon the size of the nature of the components which are present on it. So mixtures are of two types. First one is homogeneous and the second one is heterogeneous. Okay. If we will talk about the homogeneous mixture means the mixture which are completely mixed well with each other. For example, if we take an example of salt and water, this is the homogeneous mixture of two substances, because when we see the mixture or the solution, we cannot identify the different constituents. Understood students? So it is the uniform distribution of the particles. Here the particles are uniformly distributed. Understood? Okay. Whereas in case of heterogeneous mixture, for example, if we have the sand and sand and stone, we can easily see that what are the constituent particles which are present in that particular mixture. Understood? That means they are not uniformly distributed. Understood? They are not uniformly distributed. Here again I would like to repeat that. What is uniform? Uniform means when they mix well each other, mix well with each other. So it is what? Homogeneous. Heterogeneous means when the particles are not mixed well with each other. For example, if in any matter, or if we have the mixture of the sand and stone, we can easily see the constituent particles which are present in that. Understood? So homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixtures are clear. I hope that is understood by you all. Next topic that is given in your book, that is the solution. Okay, we know that the solution is mixture of solute and solvent. We know that solution is always made by using two things. First one solute, and second thing it is the solvent. Means what is solute and what is solvent, I am explaining you. For example, we have a glass of water. Understood? We have a glass of water and we are going to add a little amount of salt on it. So if we look carefully, water is what? Liquid. Understood? Whereas the salt particles, which is a small particle or solid particle. Understood? That means the solid particles which we are going to dissolve in a liquid is called as solute. Understood? In the similar manner, solvent means a liquid in which solute can be dissolved. Clear, students? A liquid in which solute can be dissolved. Clear? That means solution is a mixture of solute plus solvent. It is a mixture of solute plus solvent. Clear, students? So when we have the solution means it's a mixture of solute and solvent, and it is always made by the presence of solute and by the presence of solvent. Understood? Now next term, solvent. Solvent means as I have told you that we took a glass of water. So water is what? Liquid. So it is considered as a solvent. Understood, students? So it is a liquid in which solid particle can be dissolved. Clear? Next, I am going to explain you the properties of the solution. As we discussed already that what is solution, how it is been prepared, and how it can be useful, everything. Okay. So I am going to explain you properties of the solution. Okay. First one, if you look at the solution of the given substances, we cannot identify that what are the constituent particles which are present on it. Okay. First one, so what we will say, solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Okay. So what is the first characteristics of the solution? It is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Okay. And the particle size are smaller than 1 nanometer. Here 1 nanometer is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. That means it is very small. It is very minute. We cannot see them clearly with our naked eyes. Okay. Third characteristics, that is, they do not scatter a beam of light passing through the solution. For example, if we have a solution and if we allow the light to pass through it, so that beam of light cannot pass through the solution because the particle size are very smaller and they cannot scatter or they cannot spread the beam of light which is passing through it. Okay. Next example we can consider here of the solution. Solution of sugar in water, aerated drink, air. We know that solution of sugar in water, means when we dissolve the sugar in water, it gets completely dissolved and we cannot identify that whether the sugar particle is present in water or not. Understood? So it is homogeneous mixture. That means the solute